I guess we can discuss the elephant in the room now. The
Yes.
person who has been casting this ridiculous shadow on the industry
Yeah,
that
man.
like some people haven't been able to see the charts because of this man. So I mean,
The Asake run. This is going to go down in history. No one has ever done this. No one. No
okay,
one has ever done this.
it's fun. I didn't want to be the one to be hyperbolic about this, but so you're just going ahead and saying it flatly. Nobody
No
has
one
had
has.
a run like this.
No one has had a run like this. It wasn't even mid-year, and no one had a run like this. And the guy keeps going. He still dropped another record a few days ago with Tiwa Savage. Loaded.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing about owning a Nigerian business is I have to use all those songs to promote do my own little commercials. So yeah, I have to be on it. And he like right before we went live, he tweeted out that y'all should be ready for something else. Like
It's ridiculous.
I go ahead, just what like
Ridiculous. So
yeah, go ahead.
Asake, right?
Mhm.
The story about Asake was, again, Olamide saw there was talent there. These guys, he recorded songs from years ago. Some of the songs he released this year, he recorded like 2 years ago. I think Terminator is what was one of those songs. I think he had recorded. It was either Terminator or Palazzo, one of them.
Palazzo, it was Palazzo.
It was Palazzo. He had
Hmm.
recorded like years ago. These guys had like records. He's helped people write songs. He used to work with. I think he had even done like skits with this comedian.
Yeah, I this
He's been
skit
in
that
the
I've seen, yeah.
Yeah. He's been in the industry. There's videos of him where he and Tenny were like. I think he backed
Give him
Tenny
a
or
piggyback
something.
ride, yeah.
Yeah, like he's people have always known of this guy, and I don't know whether they were hiding him from us. Obviously, he had some records prior, but this year, boy, it started with Omokwe. Omokwe dropped. Olamide hopped on remix. It went. After Omokwe, he decided to drop
Sungba.
uh Sungba. He dropped Sungba. Then he puts
Then Burner jumped on the remix of that one.
Burner on it, who was already already going like a rocket. Another massive record. Then people were saying, all the songs they are like, can you do it again? And then people also mentioned the fact that a lot of these songs he had written before. Someone, in fact, I remember arguing with someone. Someone was telling me that, yeah, he has written these songs in the past. That can he actually write a song today?
Hmm.
He dropped Palazzo, another banger. Well, like, okay, but Palazzo, again, they showed the video of him recording it from 2 years ago. They were like, but can he do it again? That's how he dropped Terminator.
No, yeah, you even jumped ahead. Didn't he do Peace Be Unto You before that?
Oh, he did PBUI. He did
Hmm.
PBUI. And I think here's what I think is the magic to Ashake's really blowing up. He didn't do he when people would drop the record and they would let people enjoy the record, then they would drop the video. I think he was just going direct record video same time,
Yeah.
and people would come across these videos. And I think we need to give TG Omori his flowers. You know TG
Yeah,
Omori,
yeah.
he's the one
That's
that does all his
he
videos.
does the director's mode. Yeah.
Oh man, they're so captivating. Like the colors, they're colorful. They just you're watching it. You're seeing Ashake in these ugly ass Yeezys on a big old bike, just looking crazy as hell with his gold teeth. He looks wild, but you can't help but watch.
It-
And I think those videos really did a lot
oh, absolutely, absolutely. They
as
definitely
far
played
as
a
really
part
getting
into.
eyes on him.
Yes, absolutely.
So now Ashake is dropping a record, and the first thing we're looking forward to, I didn't bother even going on Spotify. It's YouTube. I'm waiting for the YouTube. I'm waiting to not only hear this guy but watch him. I think that's another something that was also very unique about the way he rolled himself out. It was the fact that he was doing everything, like as far as like just dropping videos, dropping images, and capitalizing on it. And the minute the videos would drop, you would have people like making memes out of the videos because there was so many wacky, crazy stuff happening in the video. The Terminator, it starts off with him in a fighting pit, and then people going crazy. PBUI. There's that. Remember, there's that scene of him with the library and and the
Yeah, the visuals definitely
like
yeah, the
the whole
visuals
time
definitely play a part.
I'm looking like, is this library in a pit? It was just like, I give him. I feel like, it reminds me of back when Missy Elliott used to drop songs with her videos.
Okay, I think we might have lost Corey for a bit.
Sorry,
Corey, all right,
I'm here.
all right, go ahead.
Yeah, remember when Miss Elliott used to drop videos and everyone would be looking forward to the videos? I think
Yeah,
that's Asake has become like his own little Missy Elliott of his own world, man. Where it's just like the videos are just captivating, man. If the latest video he dropped, so I think that definitely was one of the ingredients that made people really gravitate towards this guy. But it was also the style of his song. I don't know if you noticed, but the style of his song, people have started copying it. There's like a chorus behind his songs where it's like you hear him, but then there's also like his voice in the background, um, almost like a chorus, like a choir in the background.
yeah, it's very choral. I get what you're saying.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, that's something that I hadn't really seen many people do until Asake, and
yeah,
now other
it's
people
now
are doing it.
it's
Like
now
the Mala,
industry standard. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a standard. That was something that was, people have to understand. There are little unique elements that this guy brought to the industry that people aren't really doing like that, and he made fly. Um, man, Sumba, that was just another, when like that scene where Burna Boy comes in and goes, "Tell me what you see when you look at me." Man, that line is just like, it's that, and of course, Burna's verse was just, it was pure gold. Um, every record,
I have a take for you though. I have a take for you regarding Ashake.
yeah.
It's not obviously not it's not a critique, but it's just like something to ponder.
Hmm.
When he first came out, even I guess even till now, because the image is still the same, it kind of struck me that he was almost doing like he was doing Lil Wayne cosplay for a bit.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was
He,
just
he
like,
reminded me of Lil Wayne. Yeah,
yeah,
he did.
it was like with because in the skits that you see of him, his hair is nowhere that near that length.
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
like no grill, like even the oversized clothes, like with the tank top. It's like I mean, it's if you're gonna copy somebody, like you gotta copy somebody, like. But it's like
That's great.
I mean, and then he put his own spin on it. It's just like
He did.
it
He
was
did.
the first couple of videos. That was something that I had to actively like tune out because like if there was no audio, you could swear that's Lil Wayne, like
Yeah,
even to a bit. Well, I mean, he made it his own because he's also like Lil Wayne's size as well. It's just like he's
he
not a
is.
big dude either. So
He is.
and
And and now almost like that look is unique to him. The shades with the baggy pants and the crazy looking shoes. That's like his. That's
that's
like
his
his
signature
look
now.
now. That's
So
like his signature with the
he cannot
braids.
wear skinny jeans anytime soon. Like
No,
that.
would you even recognize him if he wore skinny jeans? I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
he
wouldn't. He's got the
yeah, he has to wear
baggy
back.
pants.
Yeah, he.
Um,
I mean, yeah, okay, all
but
right. So go ahead, go ahead.
I feel there were a lot of really unique things. Again, like I said, that whole background, and it's not like the regular choir, like the same that you'd hear in Davido's When I Stand Tall. It's not that kind of choir. It's more of like an Aguero choir in the back. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Yeah,
You
it is now.
and
It
then
is.
you hear the same thing in Malacha, a bunch of other songs that have come out that have really hit. It's like this Aguero's singing in the
I mean,
background.
even from Omokwe, he came out with that. Like
Yes.
yeah, and okay.
Yep.
No, I
So I
got you.
think
I
I
got you on
think
that.
those are one of the things that the videos, the combination of everything. Now he's dropping all these records, all these dance records. All of them are tunga, 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 tuka, tuka, tu. I'm a piano vibe, everything. And I'm thinking, okay, this guy can only do I'm a piano dance records. Then he drops the album, Mr. Money with the Vibe.
Oof.
He drops the album. He
32
drops the
minutes of heat.
long awaited album. I listened to everything. And look, let me tell you something that's really important about what this guy is doing, right? He's first of all, he's singing a lot in his native language, Yoruba. One of my friends was telling me how his son, who was born here, he's like 6, 7 years old. He has never been to Nigeria. Doesn't really know much about the Yoruba language. His son his son sings the entire album word for word.
Jeez.
Almost like now the song is starting to wanting to speak more Yoruba. I'm telling you, this is how these things, this is how they matter. You know,
Mm,
whenever something drops and it's cool, people want to associate with it in every single way. And you have a young boy, 7 year old, that's like he's wanting to speak in Yoruba. You know how back then they would try to get us speaking our native tongue, and we'll just be looking at them like, no, that's the the peasant's tongue. That's not the case anymore, man. It's cool to be who you are, and I think that's part of why also I like what Ashake's music is doing. You know, he drops records, and the minute he drops, I'm listening to. I start trying to like research the words to understand what he's saying, and a lot of times there's a lot of wisdom that he's dropping in some of these things.
mm,
Listen to Organize. Ogbon Boju, Ogbon, Ogbon, Ogbon. Like there were like a bunch of multiple entendres going on in that song, in those lines. Very, very like brilliant. I think that's another thing that he brings to the table, man. It's like this is someone that he's making music in our mother tongue, but really, really cool music, like really, really cool music. And it's not like where he's just saying it here. Like the whole song can be it's like Yoruba. And I think that that's part of what's really, really cool about it. And that's why me, I like to consider him like the chosen one.
mm.
Because you know, Afrobeats, a majority of Afrobeat records are like infused with some amount of Yoruba here and there. But it was almost like he took that element of it and he just owned it. And it was like, this is me.
Yeah.
Now, whether he's gonna transcend into the pop realm, I think that's another question. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I'm hoping he does, but you know that's something that it remains to be seen.
Okay.
Especially you know given that it's mostly in Yoruba, that tends to limit you too sometimes. Versus Burner that you know splices his with English and Pidgin and Patois here and there.
Hmm.
So but that
Burner
remains to
Papa.
be seen. But that remains to be seen. I think that's the only challenge, and I'm seeing. And you know what? Maybe he doesn't need to transcend beyond where he's at. Maybe he just needs to be just like really fully embody where he's at right now. The maybe the international crowd is not where it's at.
I
But
mean,
from what I'm hearing, they're playing his records.
bro, not even that. Like, look at his tours. All like his international tours. Every place has sold out.
Yep,
So it's like they'll meet you where you are. Like you
they'll
don't
meet you where
necessarily
you
have to
are.
go conform to what they're doing. Like they'll meet you where you are.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
I
So
was
what?
actually I was actually at the concert here in DC.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, I was there. I was right there. I was right by the stage, man. I was lit the whole time. I was lit. Like all my friends were trying to like get seats in the in their VIP sections. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, I need all this space to dance, and
Oh,
that's what I did. I danced the entire time.
okay.
It was awesome. I'm so happy I didn't go for the Baltimore one
I was
because
gonna say I was
that
because
was a hot mess.
you said you had seats, so I already knew it wasn't the Baltimore one, but
Yeah, that was the Baltimore was a hot mess, and I was actually I was thinking of going to that one because I wasn't sure I was gonna make it the DC one. The DC one was fun though; it was
okay.
mad fun. So he drops his album, and you know, not only did he gave us the dance records, he even gave us a new dance style, Joha, you know,
Okay, yeah.
but
Yeah.
then he has some melodies on there, man. He's got Nzaza, he's got freaking Muse, he's got Ototo. I might have pronounced that wrong. Otito? No, no, it's Ototo. He's got like some really mellow records, and I got to see another side of him. Like this guy he really has that versatility. You know,
And so
this whole
how is
time
he as a performer then?
he's a great performer, great like energetic, great performer. I loved his performance. he he feels the crowd. It's almost like he's I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like he he's like you're seeing that guy in the video, you're seeing him there. He does if he's playing a character, he's not breaking character at all.
Hmm,
That's how convincing he is.
hmm.
I was feeling him the whole concert. I was feeling everything. And the funny thing is, he didn't even get through his whole set.
Seriously.
He still left out like two more songs.
Jeez.
He didn't have a chance because you had Tiwa Savage coming after him. They put him instead of him to be the headliner, they put him in front.
Wow.
When this guy left, the whole place now people stayed. Some people stayed for Tiwa Savage, but it wasn't as packed as it was when
Did
Asake
they?
was there.
Was it billed as him and Tiwa, or did they? Or what?
It was the Tiwa Savage was supposed to be like more
A
of
special guest?
he was like I think too they had done this concert for Tiwa Savage initially, and I think they put him on, but they put
Mm,
him up front. They put him up front. Now on the flyer they didn't necessarily say who the headliner was, but he was going first, and the first person usually is not the headliner.
right.
That's they usually wait for that till the end. They made him the first, and Tiwa Savage came out, and the place like the crowd got cut into half, literally,
Yeah, I mean,
and then
there's not really much overlap there. I mean, except the latest song notwithstanding, but still, it's like
yeah.
you would stay for like, no, I wouldn't say you would stay, but you'd be more inclined to see Asake and like Bella Shmurda or something, where like that's the entire vibe of the night, rather
Especially the
than
younger folks. Especially the
yeah.
younger folks. Especially the younger
And this
folks.
is
You're
this is
right.
not taking anything from Tiwa at all.
No, no,
I
not
like
at all.
Tiwa's place in Afrobeats is stamped.
Yeah,
It's a
can't be
completely
touched.
different. It's a completely different vibe. So
Yep.
I mean, and speaking of Tiwa, like she was on your list from you were gonna add her. You added her to your top songs from last year, the song she had with Davido Parkwell. So like we already
Yes.
I mean we're Tiwa Savage fans here.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't. And Tiwa Savage still continues to do her thing. She doesn't even look her age. She is gracing age. She's aging gracefully.
Oh,
She seems to have gotten past that whole scandal, but in a way, I also feel like she keeps trying to remind us. Like every time I forget, she reminds us about it. Like she reminded us
it
in the
hasn't gone
Ashake
away
song.
because of her.
Yeah, like she reminded us again in the Ashake. I'd forgotten about it, and then in the Ashake song, she reminded us again. I'm like, oh shit, oh yeah, that's right. She had that tape.
I
But
mean, but she might be hearing it more than we are. So
but
just
yeah,
because,
yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably
obviously.
filling up her mentions daily.
Probably. I know
Yeah.
Nigerian people that they're very judgmental. They'll
Oh
remind
my
yeah,
goodness.
they'll be like, you and that your sex tape.
Out of nowhere.
You did
Yeah.
show your yash.
Yeah.
Nigerian fans online are toxic. Oh. That's another thing that you know me
Don't
and my
even
me
get
and my
me
boy
started.
we recently talked about like they're toxic.
Yeah.
Like this whiskey FC,
Oh my.
like the way they come at each other is crazy. Like they to the point that the artists be almost getting into beefs because of the fans. It's
Yeah.
crazy, man. It's like it shouldn't be that serious.
Apparently, we're
Um,
talking about Tiwa Savage like she's 50. Because I mean, she looks good.
she
That's
look
just
yeah, she looks
looks
good.
amazing.
She
Yeah.
looks good, and for
All right.
yeah, but yeah, I think are we done with Asake? Because I can keep going on. I
No,
could
no,
go
no.
on forever with Asake.
No. I mean, we don't want to. We don't want to make this another 2.5 hour episode like last
Okay,
time. That was
okay. But
yeah.
yeah, I think Asake he's the future.